I think resident engagement is being able to have a good relationship between the RAs and their residents, not just the ones that are living on their own floors, but in the whole building as well. And I think a really good way that the RDs can help us to achieve that is by having bigger, more building-wide programs, maybe once a month. I know at Johnson Hall, Megan does a really good job of helping us to create these monthly programs where we'll do something kind of on a later night, on a weekend or Thursday or something like that, and then we'll just kind of invite all the residents down to have some free food and just chill out, and it's usually a really good way to build community.
I think my RD can support me greatly when it comes to student engagement. When it comes down to it, I'm the RA, so I'm the one who's dealing with my 56 residents on a day-to-day basis. So I really like that support that my current RD puts in place. I think pretty much being intentional in our one-on-ones and at staff meetings, asking about our residents, making sure that we are keeping up to date on their lives, what's going on, and make sure we are meeting their needs if necessary. That's the way they can truly support me in that. I feel like some people might think that's micromanaging in a sense, but I think it's them doing their jobs. They're the experts. They're the ones with the theory and the knowledge, so I can point out to them a problem and they can use their knowledge to kind of diagnose it and tell me what's really going on and then teach me how to best support that student. So I think the RD plays a key role in it.
So in Res Life, we have a motto called Engage, Develop, and Retain. Engage is first because it's the most important. Student engagement on campus means a lot to me personally because here at Temple we stress that everybody is not a number. So when we make people important and we value them, they are more engaged in the environment and they want to go out and do things. So when they do that, they graduate from here and do bigger things, as opposed to other schools who may not engage other students. Engagement can be anything from programs, small talks, asking how they're doing, and these things really build up the morale of students. And that's really important because that's what we're all here for.
It's basically letting the residents know that you are more than just an RA and that you're a student first. And it's basically getting to know your residents on a personal level. And it's being that person to be approached when they need it and letting them know that you're not just here to enforce policy, but that you've been through the things they've been through. And if you haven't been through it, you know someone that's been through it. And it gets better for them and you know how to make it better. And if you don't know how to make it better, that's when you utilize your RD. And your RD plays a solid role in your support because they're there to give you the resources if you don't have it so you can further support your residents. And they're there to give you guidance if you need it, if you don't know which road to go down. And your RD is just your support system when you need it.
If I had to ask my resident director to help, I would probably ask her to maybe act more as a liaison between the RAs and either Temple organizations or external organizations. Sometimes when the RAs reach out to these organizations, we're not taken as seriously because we are just students, but it does help having somebody with a resident director and their credentials to be able to act as that communication between us and those organizations, and we're able to have a lot more availability from those people.